Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys one of my Ken dolls and some of his clothing. The outfits that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, I'm going to need some help with some of them because they're hard to find. Ken, of course, is, I don't think Ken is as popular as the Barbie herself. And so sometimes on a lot of these sites, they focus more on the clothing of Barbie. And so I had quite a bit of a hard time trying to find the names and years of some of these clothes. So maybe somebody out there who does collecting of Barbie and Ken, or if they just collect Ken, maybe I can get some help from someone out there. So this is just a straight leg Ken. So he's one of the first Kens that was made. He is the molded hair Ken. So he has painted hair on there, and you can kind of see he has a little bit of scuff mark in the front. That's probably not a real difficult thing to fix, but I haven't done anything with him yet. I purchased him just like this in this outfit, and this is one of the outfits where I'm having a hard time trying to find out what it is. I don't know if it actually is a whole outfit that comes together. I know he's missing his shoes. I did see a vest online that came by itself, but if this looks familiar to anybody, please leave it in the comments for me. So on the back side, there's a pattern that's different from the actual jacket. So I don't know if this goes together, but I did see a vest. I didn't write it down because I didn't know if it was supposed to come with this outfit. I had a really hard time. I couldn't find this one at all. So if anybody has any ideas of what outfit this is, or maybe, I don't think he was sold in it. I think he was just sold with his swimming suit, but I don't know. He could have been sold in an outfit like this. It does have a little bit of soiling, staining on it. Other than that, the pants are in great condition. He's missing his shoes, like I said, but they're probably just black flats, and I have quite a few of those black flats. So his face still looks pretty good. Looks like one of his eyes, I don't know if this is a defect just with this doll, but it looks like one of his eyes is bigger than the other one. So like I said, I don't know if that was just a defect in the doll or a painting defect, but it's quite obvious that one of his eyes is bigger. So it could be all the dolls. I'd have to check my other Kens. I have a couple of other Kens. I think I have two that are supposed to be flocked, and then I have a blonde molded haired Ken as well. So he was made in, I want to say it was the early 60s, because he's one of the first ones. And I can't remember if he came first or if it was the flocked hair. So if anybody knows the answer to that, please leave that in the comments for me. So there's outfit number one. I have no idea what it is, if it's just a spare outfit that you could have bought, but they usually named them. So if anybody has that, has this outfit, looks familiar, and you know the name, please leave that in the comments for me. Okay, so I'm going to go through the ones that I was able to find, what they are a part of or what they are. This first one is, it's called Fountain Boy, and it is just the jacket part. It was made in 1964, and it's number 1407. And it would have come with, I think he probably would have had a hat. I think this is like a soda boy where he would have, made shakes and stuff. It didn't have any pants that I could see that would go with it, but it did have a tray and some other little things. I don't know if this one is labeled or not. I try not to mess with the outfits a whole lot. I don't see the tag in there, but it does have a little bit of staining on it, but I haven't tried to clean these, so a lot of these stains could come out when I go to wash them. So that's the first one. The second one is called Sport Shorts, and this is just the shirt. It would have, I think it would have come with a pair of yellow shorts. This one does have the label in it. that little Ken label in there. It's in pretty good shape. Looks like one half of this snap is needing to be re-sewn on this side. That's not a big deal, but this snap is still intact. So that would have been, it was made in 1961, and it's number 783. So it's missing quite a bit of parts. It probably would have come with shoes as well. This next one is Camp Corduroy, or Camp Corduroys, I think, and it's kind of in rough shape. It seems like it still has those little things on the elbows. It's missing its tag. It definitely is not handmade though. There's a lot of manufacturer stuff that I can tell that it was made from Mattel. It would have been made in 1964. It's missing the pants. I think the pants would have been corduroy as well, and the shoes. Probably socks as well. And it is number 1410. This next jacket it's called Rally Day, and it's just, let's see if I can open this up. So it has this tag in there on the side. There it is. This is in really good condition. Whoever had this one really kept it nice. It's even pressed. So nice and nicely kept. Has a couple little strings coming off of it. It would have had, I believe it would have had a red hat. And you know, it's funny because this matches the back of his vest. So I'm wondering if maybe that's a part of this jacket. Maybe it goes over the top of it. I don't know. If anybody knows that, please leave that in the comments for me. But it does appear, let's see. It does appear that this back of his vest, I just noticed that. Oh, he's got a little bit of something going on there. Yeah. So this vest must belong to this, it's called the Rally Day. Put that back on there. So probably black shoes, not too sure what the shoes would have been, but a red hat. These next pants, these are funny pants, I think. Ken a Go-Go, I believe, are what these pants belong to. I don't have the top that goes with this, and I don't believe that they are marked either. But from that outfit, the Ken a Go-Go, they were made in 1966, and it's a part of, I think, 1423. So I don't really know if those are for sure the pants. That's what I could see in the picture that I was looking at. So, and I don't have the top that goes with that. So they're like crushed velvet. It's really they're really unusual. They're very thick, very 60s. The next outfit that I have is Ken's swimsuit. This is probably something that he would have been sold in. Usually you see him in these little white swim trunks. And then here's the little jacket that goes with it. So that would have been in the box with him or on him. I think you could still buy it on the side as well. And then he would have had some little flip-flops that would have gone with that outfit. That was made in 1962, and it's number 75. The next jacket that I have, it's just a jacket. It's called the Bridegroom, and it was made in 1974, and it is missing its label. It has a little bit of kind of the look that it might be handmade, but I'm not sure. It matched the picture exactly, so it even right down to this little flower on the lapel. So if it is in fact made by Mattel, it would be number 7836, And it would have been a Ward's exclusive outfit. So that means that it would have only been sold in Ward's. Very neat looking jacket. Looks like kind of like a dinner jacket, but it's called Bridegroom. So, and then the last jacket that I was able to identify is called Suede Scene. And again, it's just the jacket. It was made in 1971. It's number 1439. This is a really well-made jacket. It does look a little bit handmade, but the thing that's strange about the Ken clothes is they didn't pay or focus that much attention to Ken necessarily. It was more the fashions of Barbie. So, but this one's relatively well made. It is made out of suede, and I think the pants would have been made out of suede as well. So I don't know what is missing, but I think the pants and possibly maybe a brown pair of shoes. All right, so that's the last jacket that I was able to identify. And then I have these cowboy boots. These would have been part of the Western Winter. And that outfit was made in 1972, number 3378. This is the only time that I was able to really see cowboy boots. I do know that I think they have some later in the 80s with the Western Barbie, but these were the only old ones that I was able to find. And the great thing about these shoes, and how I know that they're the older version, is that these are, and I hope that you guys can see this, I don't know if you can, they're marked Japan. So these would be a pair of shoes that would be more valuable than like the ones from Taiwan and so forth. So I do know that Japan dates them back to the 60s. So that's a pretty good find. I wish I had the rest of the outfit that went with that, but as far as I know, I mean, I've got a lot more Ken clothes than what I am going to be showing you guys today, so I could quite possibly run into the rest of that outfit. And then the rest of these clothes are the ones that I'm having issues trying to find the parts and pieces to. So with these black pants, could it go with this shirt or the Bridegroom? It quite possibly could. This jacket as well is really nicely pressed, and so are these pants. And so it gives me the feeling that these might go together. But there again, there's no label on these pants. And I know that these are Ken. They're definitely Ken pants. And they're older because they have a snap. Newer clothes, they have Velcro. A lot of Velcro and a lot of elastic. So I do know that dates them back a ways, so that would be great if that was the full outfit, but I am unsure. So those are kind of like misfit pants. I have a couple of those. Let me show you the other ones that I have. So these are also misfit pants, and they don't match any of the jackets that I was able to to identify, and so I know that it's not a part of any of the other outfits that I have. So just a pair of these kind of like gold pants. And then I have this pleather jacket, and it's pretty well made as well, and I just could not find what this would have belonged to. Usually when there was a jacket like this, there would have been, would have come as named outfits. So you guys take a quick look at the how this looks. If this looks like something that you have, that's a strange little hole there. Could have been for a scarf or something. If this looks familiar to you, please leave that in the comments for me. And this one, I know that I've seen this, and I was looking at the Ken dolls, and I think that this would have come on a doll, and I just can't find it. So, and I don't know about maybe these pants go, no, they don't match that. Maybe some of these other pants that I have might match that. I just can't find this top. Looks very 70s though, so I know that would probably be from, I guess it could be the 60s, but yeah, so if that looks familiar to anybody. Then I have this sweater, and there were a couple of different sweaters, but there again, the one with the V-neck, I don't know. I could not find a V-neck sweater. So there's one on there that has like it has a high neck on it that goes, it's like rounded around the neck, but I didn't see one that was a V-neck. So if anybody knows this looks familiar to anybody, please leave that in the comments for me. It is Ken, so I don't know. It was really hard to try to find some of this stuff. This jacket here, I was able to find it, but I wasn't able to find the name of it. And it's missing its little emblem here. And it's kind of like a felt type material. So I do know that it's Ken. I just was not able to find the name for it. And it was along with the shirt that's underneath. So I don't know if these two would have come together as there's the tag, as a like a two-piece set, and then maybe it would have had pants. I don't know if it came on a doll, but I was able to find the jacket, so I just don't know what the name of it was. Then I have this shirt here. This is just another, just an average shirt. It is marked Ken. So I don't know. It could have belonged to any of the outfits. And then I have a couple of misfit pants. We have these. These are something. These are like definitely 60s pants. They got, well, or 70s. They got the wide flare leg on them. So do these. They have the wide flare leg. They are not cute. Not cute, but definitely worth keeping because they are vintage. And they are Ken. So don't know about if they look familiar to you guys. These are like polyester. Those are something special. And I don't know about these. They're not well, I guess they're kind of like nylon. Yeah, neither one of them is cute, but I'm going to keep them anyway because they're vintage. They're not handmade either. So then I have this shirt here. It's just another average white shirt. It is got some damage on it. Just the stitching's coming out of it there. Looks like somebody had a hard time getting it on or off of Ken, because the Ken doll is actually really hard to dress. Well, Barbie's hard to dress because of their arms. The more flexible they are and the more joints they have, the easier they are to dress. But the earlier dolls are very, very difficult to dress, so it can definitely rip out the seams. And then there's this. I found the white and red version to this shirt, but I had not found the blue and white one. So if that looks familiar to anybody, I'm assuming that it's Ken. It does not have a marking in it, but I'm assuming that it's Ken because there's a red and white one just like this. So I don't know if it was just like a fashion pack off to the side or what. And then this last one, well, I wonder if that would match. No. But, oh, some of these clothes, they're so funny. Pretty good shape for this. Definitely one of the older dolls. Like one of the first Ken dolls because of the, you can see how the snaps are. This is a good indicator of how old or vintage the clothing is. You can tell a lot by how they're made. So snaps and zippers are definitely vintage. All right, so if that looks familiar to anybody, please leave that in the comments for me. I think that this one does look familiar. I just, I didn't see it, so. All right, so I have a handful of clothes that are kind of unidentified. And then I have some that were parts that I need other parts to. I might have some of the parts to these. I just don't have them in this particular bag. And then I have some fantastic Western boots. marked Japan. The only other thing that I had in this particular bag was some other little pieces and parts that I had gotten at one point in time that I really haven't opened, with the exception of these socks. So these are some Ken socks, early Ken socks. And then, see if I can take off this label here. I haven't taken these out of the bag that I purchased them from an antique store. So there is some Ken black loafer shoes and some of those flip-flops. So that's probably, those are probably for either the shower or slippers. So it wouldn't be for the beach. And let's see if I can see right fast if these shoes are marked. Let me see right quick. Yes. So these are good as well. I knew that because of how I purchased them, where I purchased them from. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that, but that black shoe is definitely labeled. Oh, I wish you could see that. Yeah, I think you can kind of see it. It says Japan. So those are some good collectible shoes as well. So that's the extent of the Ken clothing that I have been able to find or that I come across. So if you guys know anything about these misfits, where they might belong, what they might belong with, please leave that in the comments for me. I really would like to try to put outfits together, especially if since I'm overloaded on a lot of vintage items. I would definitely like to be selling them, but I'd like to sell them as the full outfit. So if anybody has any ideas about these, please leave that in the comments for me. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.